Yang Berhormat Dato Agong, Minister of National Unity, Tan Sri Michael Yeo, President, KSI Strategic Institute for Asia Pacific, Academician Professor Emeritus, Tan Sri Dr. Omar Abdul Rahman, Member of the UCSI University Council, Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Dato, Datin, esteemed panelists, distinguished guests, members of the media. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Quadri, Kuala Lumpur by UCSI Hotels. Welcome to UCSI University as well. I'm glad to be with all of you. YB Dato Aaron Dagang, thank you for adjusting your hectic schedule to be here. We're honored by your presence, and we appreciate the good work that you and your ministry are doing in these challenging times. Malaysia has had its fair share of difficult moments in the past. The uncertainty before Merdeka, confrontasi, and the communist insurgency, to name a few. As a nation, we saw off those challenges. We prevailed. But unlike before, the threat to Malaysian society today stems not from a foreign power or an armed revolt. The enemy is no longer an external force that wants to harm us. Instead, the threat comes from within. And if the headlines over the past few months are anything to go by, the threat is rearing its ugly head. Tribalism, bigotry, partisan division, pettiness, intolerance, let us call them by name. These are the threats of our time. And while they may not be existential by nature, or at least not yet, they put the fabric of Malaysian society under considerable strain. The warning signs have been there for a while, from protests over a Born Orderly cultural festival to a Coldplay concert. Despite this, certain parties are still fanning the flames of division to play to the gallery. At the expense of the economy, at the expense of unity, at the expense of harmony, is it worth it? Today, because of what Malaysia is going through, we address the harder issues at the Sejahtera Malaysia Forum. And to honor our founding fathers and the leader, we will address social harmony and national unity through the lens of Rukun Negara, a declaration that was coined in 1970. Also known as the National Principles, our Rukun Negara is a declaration that is both timely and timeless. It was instituted by royal proclamation as a response to the May 13 racial riots. It was designed to nurture unity in a society far from divided than ours. And because of its parallels to the problems of our time, the Rukun Negara is a declaration we must hold as sacrosanct. Now, all of us know the Rukun Negara's principles. How could we not? We say that in school, every assembly, but do we remember the objectives? To achieve a more perfect unity, to preserve a democratic way of life, to create a just society where prosperity is fair and equitable, to guarantee a liberal approach towards a rich and diverse heritage, to build a progressive society that makes use of science and technology. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rukun Negara still applies today, and one can argue that we must abide by it more than ever. The conscience of a blessed nation must be called into question. Once again, we are being tested, and once again, we must answer history's call. No matter our differences, the fact is that we are one people, and we are part of something far bigger than ourselves. What makes us Malaysian is not where our ancestors came from, what we look like, what faith we practice, or what our preferred language may be. What really matters is the flag we pledge our allegiance to, our loyalty to king and country, as well as our respect, empathy, and love for one another. All of us are in this together, and UCSI is proud to champion Harmoni-Mesra, a campus movement that promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion. The brainchild of Tan Sri Omar Abdul Rahman, Harmoni-Mesra leverages the power of diversity to drive growth, innovation, and sustained harmony. We work to foster Sejahtera Malaysia on campus, nurturing a dynamic environment built on mutual respect, empathy, trust, and kindness for all, Malaysians and international students alike. I want to acknowledge Tan Sri Michael Yeo, Tan Sri Omar, KSI, and Dialog Rakyat for co-organizing today's forum with UCSI. The road ahead will be long. The climb will be steep. We may not be able to remedy the wrongs in 1 or 2 years or even a decade. But it is crystal clear that we must start the effort and address the inconvenient issues. We must also build bridges instead of walls and focus on the things that unite us all over the things that divide us. If we do this, I have no doubt that tensions will ease, empathy will reign, and unity will triumph. We will arrive at a more perfect union that safeguards the future of Malaysia, not only for our children, but for generations to come. Seia, Sekata, Sahaji, Sejiwa, Sejahtera Malaysia. Thank you, everyone. Let's have an impactful, insightful forum.
Thank you, Dato Peter.